course is to understand the pattern making, gating system, molding process and casting process. Again, to expose the student to the principles of metal joining method. Again, to study the metal forming technique, rolling, drawing, sheet metal forming, shearing operation and knowledge about the process behavior. Again, to learn about the plastic, ceramic and glass along with the properties, types, application and shaping. So this is the course objective. So this will reflect in the syllabus naturally. Then what should be the course outcome? After
सर गेटिंग सिस्टम मतलब?
गेटिंग सिस्टम एक यूनिट है जिसमें हम पढ़ेंगे व्हाट इज गेटिंग सिस्टम। अब मैं आपको जो दे रहा हूँ वो आउटलाइन है, आया ध्यान में? ये
ओके सर।
आउटलाइन है। जब हम वो यूनिट स्टार्ट करेंगे तो गेटिंग सिस्टम का ए टू लेकर जेड तक हम पढ़ेंगे। अंडरस्टैंड? So after completion, successful completion of this course, the student will able to understand the importance of manufacturing process, techniques of the pattern making and molding with their property, design getting system along with the selection of different types of melting furnaces and special casting process. So these are the content that you should know. When you will know? After study, right? Not now. After the completion of this syllabus, this will come to know you. So get acquainted with the basic concepts of joining process, welding process and its type, defects and application. Again, you should get acquainted with the forming process for the metal, mechanics of forming process along with the different types of rolling machine. Again, you should able to understand and define the press working process along with its classification, types and terminology, different types of dies and introduction to the shaping operation. Again, you should able to understand the introduction to the plastic, ceramic and glasses, its property, application, forming and its shaping. So these are the course outcome. आपने जो अभी सवाल पूछा कि व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दैट, सो जो भी आपने सवाल पूछा वो सब यू शुड एबल टू आंसर, राइट? आफ्टर स्टडिंग दिस syllabus. So what is the syllabus? So the syllabus of this unit number 1, it should be completed generally in 10 hours given by the university, but it may take 1 or 2 lecture more. So in first unit, you have to learn the pattern making and molding. So what is pattern making? What are the types of the pattern? What is the material used for the pattern making? Right? What are the allowances for the pattern making? What are the color codes used in the pattern making? All these things we have to study in the pattern making. Then molding sand. So what is the composition of the molding sand? What are the properties of the molding sand? How the sand is tested? Grain fineness. What should be the moisture content? How should be the clay content? And how the permeability test is carried out. Right? This should be studied in the molding sand. Again, how the core is making, what are the types, core material and its property, types of the sand mold. Then we have to study the gating system, what you have asked right now, gating system and casting process, right? So the how the gating system is designed, what are the element of the gating system, riser design, melting furnaces, and then in melting furnaces, what are the types of melting furnaces? In this, we have to study the electric furnaces, induction furnace, cupola construction and operation. It is again the furnace. Then how it is cleaning is carried out, inspection and casting defect, types and causes of the remedies. Then special casting processes, then cupola construction, operation, cleaning, inspection and casting defect. In casting defects, what are the types of the defect, what are the causes and remedy. Then molding machines, special casting process such as the investment casting, centrifugal casting, sludge casting, die casting, shell molding and CO2 molding. All this we have to study in the casting processes. Then unit number 2, what is included in the unit number 2 by the university? Joining process. So joining process, that is the major grouping of the joining process we have to study, right? How the joining process are grouped mainly, that is welding, brazing, soldering, right? Broad classification of welding process, types and principle, electrode, weldability of the metal, welding equipment, fixture, what are the fixture used in the welding, arc welding and gas welding process, TIG welding, MIG welding, spot welding, plasma arc welding, and electron and laser beam welding. This we have to study in the welding. Then weld, how the inspection is carried out after welding, right? We have to inspect it. What is the strength of this? Is it okay or not? Defects in the various joints and their remedies. Then joint through the adhesive. So this topic is added newly in this syllabus. Joint through the adhesive. That is the classification of adhesive, types of adhesive, application. Till now, this was not the topic. Now, from this semester, this is added in the manufacturing process. Then, unit number third, that is the forming process for the metal, how the metals are formed. Forming process for the metal, that is rolling, forging, extrusion, drawing, mechanics of forming process, determination of rolling pressure and roll specification force, drive force and torque, power loss in bearing, determination of forging process and stresses, equipment, that is the hammer and press capacity required. So here you are observing the drive force, है ना? Specification of force, torque, power loss. So these terms we have to study in case of forming process, that is rolling, forging, extrusion. But no analytical treatment, means there will not be any type of numerical on this unit. Then unit number 4, sheet metal working. Unit number 4, sheet metal working. So in unit number 4, classification, types of presses, what are the different types of presses used in the sheet metal working, what is the terminology for this, how the forces working in the press working operation, die cutting operation, types of dies, die and punch allowances, introduction to shaping operation, bending, forming and drawing. All this we have to study. Though it is completed, this unit number 4 syllabus is completed in 3 line only, 2.5 line only, but it is a interesting unit, and again some subtopics are there, right? So again, this is the most important unit in manufacturing processes. Then unit number 5, introduction to plastic, properties and types of the plastic, application, forming and shaping of the plastic, that is extrusion, injection molding, blow molding, wire drawing, compression molding, transfer molding, embossing and calendaring. All these processes we have to study in this unit number 5. Then again some ceramic structure, properties and application of the ceramic, shaping ceramic, how the ceramics are being shaped, then glass, what is the glass structure, what are the properties of the glass, what are the application, then how the glass are being shaped and formed, then composite material, processing of metal matrix and ceramic matrix, composite, processing and semiconductor. All this included in the unit number 5, right? So this is the syllabus. You may have the question that what is this, what is that. This we have to learn, right? When we will cover the topic, this will be carried out, right? Now we will teach whatever included in the syllabus, right? But it is not possible that everything given in the syllabus we should cover and exclude the other part. We will discuss the things which are not in the syllabus slightly, because it is necessary, right? And we will concentrate on the syllabus only. This will be the method. So again, assignments are given, that is active learning assignment. Student have to prepare the PowerPoint slide, which include the videos, animation, picture, graphic, for the better understanding of theory and practical work. And the faculty will allot you the chapter or parts of the chapter to the group of student as an assignment, and a student will prepare the topic, right? So this is about the syllabus. Up till now, any question you have about the syllabus? About the syllabus, any question?
No, sir.
Okay, this was the syllabus we will learn, right? Then what is the text and reference book? So these are the text and reference book. Generally, this book number 5 and book number 6, Workshop Technology Volume 1, Hazara Chaudhary, and Workshop Technology Volume 1 and 2, B.S. Raghuvanshi, Dhanpat Rai publication, right? This book I found suitable, very much suitable. That portions are given very clearly, and it is quite understandable for us. But you can go all these books if required. But these two books are sufficient. I found sufficient and very interesting. And again, reference book are recommended from the university. These reference book are available in the syllabus itself, right? This is from the university. Again, you know the NPTEL. Do you know the NPTEL? Anyone can answer. You know the NPTEL. You have heard the NPTEL name.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you can also search the manufacturing process related article, related courses, right? So there may be some analytical treatment, or there may be some advanced portion there, right? But related to our syllabus, you can learn, you can observe, you can understand, right? So you can go for again the NPTEL, and you can search the manufacturing process. What happens there? There may be named manufacturing process, but there might be some advanced topic which is not in our syllabus. So you should neglect that. But while doing the study as a student, you should search out what is given there, and you can learn it. So I will start from the unit number 2, basically, right? Unit number 2, I will start. There may be another teacher who will cover some other unit, and I will cover some unit. There might be, right? So unit number 2, I am starting from the unit number 2. That is the joining process. Whenever the word joining process comes, join means bring together, right? So in this syllabus already we have discussed about the syllabus major grouping of the joining process, right? Welding, brazing, soldering, broad classification of welding process, types and principle, electrode, weldability of metal, welding equipment, fixtures, arc welding and gas welding process, TIG welding, MIG welding, spot welding, plasma arc welding, and electron beam welding, laser beam welding, right? Then again, weld, how the inspection is carried out after the welding, defects in the various joints and their remedies, joint through the adhesive, classification of adhesive, types of adhesive, and application, right? So this is the syllabus for the unit number 2. We will cover all these points in the unit number 2, right? So from starting with the first point, that is the major grouping of the joining method. How the joining methods are grouped majorly. So basically, joining include the welding, brazing, soldering, adhesive bonding of the materials broadly, right? Though we will concentrate on the welding, but what are the methods which are used for the joining? So these are the methods: welding, brazing, soldering, adhesive bonding of the material, right?
Sir,
And
what is brazing?
yeah. We are going towards that, right? I'm going that all these topics. So all this process, all these methods produce the permanent joint. All these methods produce the permanent joint between the parts to be assembled. And they cannot be separated easily by the application of forces, right? They cannot be separated easily by the application of forces, and they are mainly used to assemble the many parts to make a system, right? So these are the broad classification. Again, the method of joining metal can be broadly divided into mechanical joint and metallurgical joint. So mechanical joint and metallurgical joint, these are the two broad classification again. What include in mechanical joint? Mechanical joint include the bolting, riveting, cawling, string fitting and folding, right? Riveting, रेलवे का जो ब्रिज है वो रिवेट से ज्वाइन किया जाता है. कॉलिंग यानी क्या? जो भी गैप क्रिएट होती है उसमें क्या करते हैं, लीकेज होता है तो गैप क्रिएट होती है, तभी लीकेज क्रिएट होता है ना, वो हम फिलअप करते हैं. स्ट्रिंग फिटिंग में क्या होता है, मेटल को हीट किया जाता है, वो एनलार्ज होता है और बाद में क्या होता है, श्रिंक हो जाता है, इंटरफेरेंस फिट हो जाती है. फोल्ड करके भी ज्वाइन किया जाता है. all of which join the workpieces by using the mechanical energy. Then in metallurgical joining includes the fusion welding, pressure welding and brazing, soldering which use the different energy, right? In metallurgical welding, fusion welding, we will cover the what is the fusion welding. Pressure welding, pressure is applied. Brazing, soldering, we are going to cover all these points which use the different energy. And there are also methods of chemical joining that uses the adhesive. If we are using the adhesive means the chemical joining, then every joining method has advantage and disadvantage. And to ensure the efficient joining, we need to select the right method according to the material and joining condition, right? So here the major grouping of joining: mechanical joining, riveted, where mechanical energy is used, riveting, cowling, bolting, string fitting, folding. Chemical joining, though we will not study all this, but I am telling you, right? We will cover the welding related portion in this unit, but I am talking about the broad classification. Then metallurgical joining, that is the welding. This is our topic of interest. Fusion welding, electrical energy is used. That is the arc welding, electron beam welding. We will study this. Chemical energy is used in the gas welding. We will study this. Light energy used in case of laser welding. We will study this. Then pressure welding, electrical energy, resistance welding. So then resistance, spot welding, projection welding, seam welding, upset welding, flash welding. So this we will not study. Then chemical energy, explosion welding. Then mechanical energy, cold pressing welding, friction stir welding, ultrasonic welding, diffusion welding. Right. So this is not given in our syllabus to study. But what is the classification? What are the other methods? Hence, I have included in this slide only. Then brazing or soldering. This we will study this brazing and soldering. One student asked me right now question. So this we will cover. So in brazing and soldering, again the electrical energy is used. In that case, the induction heating brazing is called. That is the soft brazing is equal to the soldering. Then chemical energy, that is the torch brazing, flame brazing. Light energy, that is the light beam brazing, laser brazing, right? So we are going to our main topic, that is joining process welding. After welding, we will cover the soldering and brazing, right? Who asked me the question? What is the brazing? Who asked right now? So what is the welding? So welding is a metal joining process in which two or more parts are joined. So what is welding? Welding is a metal joining process in which two or more parts are joined, right? एक तो part join नहीं हो सकता, right? So we are joining two or more parts joined together at their contacting surfaces by suitable application of heat or and pressure, right? At the contacting surfaces, what is the what we are applying? We are applying the heat or pressure or heat and pressure simultaneously both. So sometimes welding is done just by applying the heat alone. Sometimes welding is done just by applying the heat alone, right? And with no pressure is applied. Only heat can be used for welding, right? Without application of pressure. And in some cases, both heat and pressure are applied. Heat and pressure are applied. And in other cases, only pressure is applied without any external heat. So we can go for the welding with pressure or without pressure, with heat or without heat, or with heat and pressure simultaneously, right? So in some welding process, a filler material is added to facilitate the coalition. Filler material is added, right? Here we can add the filler material. Then what are the advantages of welding? Welding provides a permanent joint. Welding provides a permanent joint. Welding joint can be stronger than the parent material, right? And if a proper filler material is used, that has the strength properties better than that of the parent based material, and if defectless welding is done, right? So the so welding joint can be stronger than the parent material. Parent material means the metal which we are going to weld, right? So and if we are going for the welding that metal with the another metal, right? So we will get the stronger joint, whatever we will get only the single material, right? So here one condition is that when it will be strong, if defect is less means we have to carry out the welding very carefully, and it is the economical way to join the component in terms of material uses and fabrication cost, right? If we want to go for the welding and it is very much costly for a particular application, we will not go for the welding, right? What is the use of that joining process, right? So in case of application, according to the uses and according to the cost, we will go for the joining method, and other method of assembly required, for example drilling of the holes and uses of the rivet. अगर हमें रिवेटिंग करना है तो हमें होल ड्रिल करना पड़ेगा, राइट, और रिवेट और बोल्ट यूज करना पड़ेगा जो हेवियर स्ट्रक्चर बनाता है। अब जो रेल के ब्रिजेस है उसमें रिवेट यूज करते हैं क्योंकि उसका एप्लीकेशन है वहां पे, खाली वेल्डिंग से काम नहीं चलेगा। मतलब अकॉर्डिंग टू द इकोनॉमिकल वे वी आर गोइंग फॉर द जॉइनिंग प्रोसेस। So what are the disadvantage of the welding? Disadvantage, that is the labor cost are more since the manual welding is done mostly, right? Labor cost is more because we are going for the manual welding mostly. But now there are the machines available, automatic machines are available. So it is dangerous to use the because of presence of high heat and pressure. Here application of high heat and pressure, so it is very dangerous. Again, disassembly is not possible. Once you have welded the part, disassembly is not possible. Disassembly is not possible, right? Because it is a stronger joint, strength is more. Some of the welding defects cannot be identified, which will reduce the strength, right? Then what are the types of welding? So welding generally process can be broadly classified into fusion welding and solid state welding. These are the two types, broad classification, fusion welding and solid state welding. In fusion welding, heat is applied to melt the base metal, means here is the application of heat. By application of heat, we are melting the metal, base metal, right? That is the fusion welding process. In many fusion welding process, a filler metal is added. So we are melting the base metal, but in many cases, filler metal is used, right? Filler metal, that is the metal is added from the outside. Metal is added from the outside. For what purpose? Here it is added to the molten pool during the welding. For what purpose? To facilitate the process. To facilitate the process and to provide the welded joint, to provide the strength to the welded joint. Again, when no filler material is used, then it is called the autogeneous weld. Autogeneous weld, right? So when no filler material is used, that fusion welding operation is referred to as the autogeneous weld. Means only base metals are joined by melting. No filler material is used. So general examples are the arc welding, resistance welding, oxy-fuel gas welding, electron beam welding, laser welding. We will cover in this arc welding, oxy-acetylene gas welding, electron beam welding, laser beam welding, electron beam. Then again the TIG, MIG welding we will cover. These are the example just. Then again after the fusion welding, solid state welding. So what is the solid state welding process? In solid state welding, joining of material are performed. Joining of materials are performed with the help of heat and pressure. With the help of heat and pressure or pressure alone, right? So here what happens in solid state welding? Materials are joined with the help of heat and pressure or pressure alone. Metallurgical bond is created जब हम heat apply कर रहे हैं, pressure apply कर रहे हैं, a metallurgical bond is created with little or no melting of the base metal, right? Somewhat little melting of the base metal or no melting. To create a metallurgical bond, two similar or dissimilar metal, the two metal must be brought into intimate contact so that their atomic forces attract each other. So for the metallurgically, to create the metallurgically bond, these two metals must be brought into contact with each other so that their atomic forces attract each other. Then and only then bond will be created. And the two surfaces must be clean before the welding. That must be free of oil, that must be free of dirt, that must be free of chemical fumes, gasset, etc. So for what purpose? If these two surfaces are clean, free of oil, then only the atomic bonding can be possible, right? And again, some of the solid state welding process are applicable to join the dissimilar metal without concern about relative thermal expansion, conductivities, and other problems that usually arise when dissimilar metals are melted and then solidified during the fusion welding. So this is the solid state welding process. Then after welding, there is a brazing, right? One student asked me, so this is the answer for him. So what is the brazing? Brazing, it is a joining process in which a filler metal is melted. Filler metal is melted and distributed by the capillary action between the two contacting surfaces of the metal part being joined. क्या कर रहे हैं हम? दो मेटल पार्ट को रख रहे हैं एक जगह पे और उसमें फिलर मटेरियल मेटल जो है वो ऐड कर रहे हैं. सो फिलर मेटल इज मेल्टेड, मेल्ट कर दिया, एंड इट इज डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड बाय द एक्शन, बाय कैपिलरी एक्शन between two these surfaces. That is the brazing. We are again, the base material does not melt in the brazing. Please keep in understand, in welding base metal is melted, but here in brazing base material does not melt in the brazing. Only the filler material melts, right? And in brazing, the filler metal has a melting temperature, metal which is going to melt, and melting temperature, that is the liquidus temperature, where it is converted into liquid. When it is being melted, then it is converted into liquid, that is the liquidus temperature. So in brazing, the filler metal has a melting temperature above 450 degrees Celsius. Remember this temperature, 450 degrees Celsius, but below the melting point of the base metal to be joined, right? But below the melting point of the base metal to be joined means the melting point of the base metal should be more than the 450. So then what are the advantages of the brazing? Everyone clear with the brazing? In brazing, only filler material is melted, right? And the temperature is above the 450 degrees Celsius for the filler metal, but below the melting points of the base metal to be joined. Then advantages of the brazing. What are the advantages of the brazing? So brazing can be used to join a large variety of dissimilar metal, right? So brazing can be used to join a large variety of dissimilar metal. Pieces of different thickness can be easily joined by the brazing. Pieces of the different thickness can be easily joined by the brazing. Thin wall tubes and light gauge sheet metal assemblies are not joinable by the welding, and this can be joined by the brazing process, right? जो वेल्डिंग के कारण नहीं हो रहा है ज्वाइन, थिन वॉल ट्यूब एंड लाइट गेज शीट मेटल असेंबली, वो ज्वाइन किससे होगा? ब्रेजिंग से. Complex and multi-component assembly can be economically fabricated with the help of brazing. So whatever the complex and multi-component assemblies are there, this can be economically fabricated with the help of brazing. Inaccessible joint areas which could not be welded by the gas metal or gas tungsten arc spot or seam welding can be formed by the brazing. तो इसमें से हम ये देखेंगे गैस मेटल और टंगस्टन आर्क स्पॉट और सीम वेल्डिंग, ये जो प्रोसेस है इससे जो नहीं हो रहा है ज्वाइन, दैट कैन बी फॉर्म बाय द ब्रेजिंग. So these are the advantages of the brazing operation. Then next method after brazing, that is the soldering. Soldering. So soldering is a similar to the brazing. अब similar बोला है इन्होंने, है ना? And can be defined as a joining process in which a filler metal with the melting point, filler metal with the melting point not exceeding 450 degrees Celsius is melted and distributed by the capillary action between the faying surfaces, that is the contacting surfaces of the metal part being joined. In brazing, the temperature of the filler metal melting temperature will be more than the 450, and in soldering the filler metal melting point should not be exceeding 450 degrees Celsius. So this is the difference. मतलब ब्रेजिंग में क्या हो रहा है, फिलर मेटल जो मेल्ट होने वाला है उसका टेम्परेचर 450 से ज्यादा रहेगा, और सोल्जरिंग में जो फिलर मटेरियल यूज होगा मेल्टिंग के लिए, है ना, तो उसका टेम्परेचर 450 से कम रहेगा। एंड एज इन द ब्रेजिंग नो मेल्टिंग ऑफ द बेस मेटल ऑकर्स, ब्रेजिंग में बेस मेटल मेल्ट नहीं हो रहा था, बट द फिलर मेटल वेट्स एंड कंबाइंस विद द बेस मेटल टू फॉर्म अ मेटलर्जिकल बॉन्ड, मीन्स only temperature difference is there in brazing and soldering. And again, in brazing, no base metal is being melted, and in soldering also no base metal will be melted. So filler metal called the solder is added to the joint, which contribute itself between the closely fitting parts. देन वन टर्म इज दैट सोल्डर, मतलब क्या यूज करेंगे आप ज्वाइनिंग के लिए, सो अलाइज ऑफ टीन एंड लीड, alloys of tin and lead will be used as a filler material. Tin is chemically active at the soldering temperature and promote the wetting action required for the successful joining, right? And promote the wetting action required for the successful joining. So these are the weld joint configuration, right? अगर हम ये दो प्लेट एक साथ रख रहे हैं आजू बाजू में और बीच में हम वेल्डिंग कर रहे हैं तो दिस इज द बट ज्वाइंट। अगर हम इस तरह से परपेंडिकुलर दो प्लेट रख रहे हैं और ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं तो दिस विल कॉल्ड एज अ कॉर्नर ज्वाइंट। अगर हम एक मेक पे दो प्लेट रख रहे हैं और ओवरलैप कर ले दैट इज द लैप ज्वाइंट। अगर हम एक प्लेट हॉरिजॉन्टल एक प्लेट वर्टिकल रख रहे हैं दैट इज द टी ज्वाइंट, और दोनों के एज हम कंबाइन कर रहे हैं दैट इज द एज ज्वाइंट। अब वेल्ड के टाइप्स है, अगर हम एक जो मटेरियल है, एक प्लेट है हॉरिजॉन्टल एक वर्टिकल और परपेंडिकुलर डायरेक्शन में रख रहे हैं और उसको वेल्ड कर रहे हैं, है ना, तो इनसाइड द सिंगल फिलेट कॉर्नर जॉइंट, ये कॉर्नर जॉइंट है लेकिन अंदर है, दिस इज द फिलेट, राइट, अंदर है। दूसरा देखिए, ये अंदर वेल्ड था, अब ये कैसे बाहर वेल्डिंग हो रहा है दोनों मटेरियल के बाहर, सो आउटसाइड द सिंगल फिलेट कॉर्नर जॉइंट। और यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पे लैप जॉइंट तैयार किया है, एक के ऊपर एक प्लेट रखी गई है और डबल फिलेट दोनों तरह से हमने वेल्ड किया है। और यहाँ पे देखिए टी जॉइंट बनाया लेकिन हमने डबल फिलेट किया, है ना। तो दीज आर द वेल्ड टाइप्स। Again some weld types are shown here. So here the square groove and weld one side, square groove तैयार किया और weld one side में किया। सिंगल बीवेल ग्रूव वेल्ड, एक ही जगह पे हमने बीवेल ग्रूव तैयार किया उसको वेल्ड किया। सिंगल वी ग्रूव वेल्ड, यहाँ पे हमने दोनों तरफ से वी ग्रूव बनाया और वेल्ड किया। प्लग वेल्ड, प्लग जैसे हम इंसर्ट करते हैं सॉकेट में वैसे हम क्या करेंगे, दो होल तैयार करेंगे और उसमें क्या करेंगे, वेल्ड मेटल डालेंगे तो वो वेल्ड होगा। स्लॉट वेल्ड, हम एक स्लॉट बनाएंगे और उसमें वेल्डिंग मटेरियल डालेंगे और वो नीचे वाला मटेरियल वेल्ड होगा, स्लॉट वेल्ड हो गया। स्पॉट वेल्ड, हम दो स्पॉट पे वेल्डिंग करेंगे, स्पॉट वेल्ड। सीम वेल्ड, हम जॉइंट पे जैसे पाइप जो है वो कैसे बनता है, बीच में सीम रहता है, दैट इज द सीम वेल्ड। देन द आर्क शील्डिंग एंड फ्लक्स। अब जो वेल्डिंग में कुछ गैसेस भी यूज होते हैं, वेल्डिंग में कुछ गैसेस भी यूज होते हैं, उनको क्या बोला जाता है, शील्डिंग गैसेस। अब ये गैसेस क्यों यूज होते हैं, फॉर व्हाट पर्पज दिस गैसेस आर यूज, दिस विल कवर द आर्क when we supply the electricity to the electrode, their arc will be strike between the electrode and the workpiece, and this arc should be covered, that is the should be protected, should be shielded by the gas. So this will cover the arc, then again this will cover the electrode tip and weld pool. So weld pool means the molten metal from the external atmosphere, and the metal being joined are chemically reactive to oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen in the atmosphere. So the shielding is done with a blanket of gas or flux or both, which inhibit the exposure of the weld metal to the air. Right at the time of welding, that weld which is metal which are joined are chemically reactive to the oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen. If this metal comes in contact with the oxygen, nitrogen, and hydrogen in the atmosphere, what will happen? Oxide will be formed, nitrogen oxide, right? So that oxide will be formed, and to avoid this contamination, this welding molten metal or arc or the electrode tip is shielded or covered by these gases. That is the shielding gas. So what are the shielding gases? Argon, helium, neon. These are the common shielding gases, right? So here shielding is done with a blanket of gas or flux. Flux भी use होगा. So what is the flux? Flux is mainly used to protect the weld region. Flux is mainly used to protect the weld region from the formation of oxide and other unwanted contaminants, right? So flux is mainly used to protect the weld region from the formation of oxide and other unwanted contaminant, or to dissolve them and facilitate the removal, right? Again, during the welding, the flux melts. During the welding, the flux melts and cover the weld region, right? So what is the function of the flux? Flux will protect the weld region. So the layer of flux is coated on the electrode. लेयर ऑफ फ्लक्स इज कोटेड ऑन द इलेक्ट्रोड के अंदर में मेटल रहता है और वो मेटल को कवर करता है फ्लक्स, right? Again, during the welding, the flux will melt and cover the weld region, giving the protection, and it should be removed by brushing. After the welding, this flux can be removed. After the welding, this flux can be removed by the brushing as it is hardened. And again, the additional function is that it gives the protection, that is stabilize the arc and reduce the spattering. Stabilize the arc and reduce the spattering, right? So up till now, if you are having any question, you can ask me. You can unmute yourself and you can ask me the question. Please ask. So you can ask me the question now. Anyone can ask. Yes, student. If you are having no question, tell me such.